Afternoon, George. Welcome back to another section of our Ask the Expert. I'd like to talk a little bit about the Chesterton Advanced Reinforced Composite material, something that's used in the mining industry quite extensively now.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it such a game changer?
Okay. Well, our composites, they are materials that we use quite a lot in the mining industry in protection of concretes and steel substrates. And for different applications, there are different compounds and different mixes and different reinforced matrices. So what we do is we have a variety of different resins that are mixed. And again, we use a variety of different reinforcing ceramics, anything from flake to round beads like you can see in this MX1 here. And the idea is that provides a significant amount of abrasion resistance. There's a different range as well for impact resistance, and sliding abrasion and the like, chemical resistance. And of course, it's got to do a lot with the resins that we use, but also with the way the actual material, the beads themselves, are actually encapsulated within the epoxy.
So what are the beads made out of? What are they?
Well, these particular ones are alumina ceramic.
Oh, okay.
You see the white ones. And when the actual material wears, if you look on the side here, that's what it looks like when it's applied. When it starts to wear, this is what you see.
Right.
And that's really what you end up with, because that's what's actually protecting the equipment. The resins themselves are there just to actually hold the beads there and attach it to the substrate.
So it must have a very high bond strength. Like, how is it going to hold onto the metals?
Generally greater than 20 megapascals, I believe, the typical bond strengths. And quite often it's actually a higher bond strength than especially in concretes. Not so much in steel, but especially in concrete, it's a higher bond strength than what the concrete strength is.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. It must be a special way of applying it, though. How does it stick to the surface?
Well, you have to prepare the surface. That's very important. Getting the right profile before you actually apply the compounds is very important. Otherwise, it can easily just come off or flake off. Getting the right, using the right grades of abrasive media to get that surface finish is very important. Getting rid of all loose material, getting rid of any salts that might be coming out if it's concrete, for example, and any efflorescence and all that, moisture. That is, preparation will be probably about 80-90% of the work. Applying has its techniques. It's a little bit tricky to apply, but if it's thin, you can paint it on.
Okay.
But if it's a thicker material, like this one, for example, it's a trowel on job.
Okay. Trowel applied.
Trowel applied, yeah.
Okay.
And quite often there's two different. I mean, over here we've got different materials where you put a bottom coat and then you put a top coat for a better surface finish.
Oh, okay.
So there's an
make it smoother.
855 and an 858 just to make it smoother on top.
So I believe also we can rebuild metals using this product too. Is that correct?
That's correct. The 855 again is used quite extensively on pumps to rebuild impellers, back covers, anything where there's significant pitting. You fill it in with the 855 and then you can actually top coat it with the 858 to give it a nice smooth finish.
That sounds like a good topic for another episode, I reckon.
Absolutely, because it certainly helps with efficiencies in the pumps.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much, George. Let's talk to you next time.
Cheers, mate.